Hello, beloved friends. I'm so glad to be with you again today. I am so sorry about the late start. My computer, it's still having little glitches. Um, it looks like, let's see, we're having performance issues. I'm not sure. Are you guys seeing me? Can somebody text me and let me know whether or not you are? They're saying I'm live, but they're saying we're having performance issues. So anyway, let's just pretend it's happening. If it doesn't work, we'll do it again. Me and technology. I wish I was in a studio where somebody knew what they were doing. So I'm going to just open up my phone in case somebody can tell me that it is working. All right. So today is day 9 of the Cosmic Wave of Love. And today is the day that we're going to talk about moving into your warrior self. Finding what the blocks are that are in the way of you owning the beauty and the truth and the power of who you are. Owning your sovereignty. Knowing that your inner voice is valid and that you can get in touch with it. So one of the things that I want to do is to start right away with pulling in all the colors and all the energies that we need for today so that you can receive this at the highest possible level. And so what I want to do is call in first that white light like a tornado. And again, let's just clear ourselves of whatever negative thought forms or whatever energies that we were involved in prior to doing this. Whether you had a positive or negative interchange, just let everything go and just be present in the moment right now to get the biggest benefit of what it is that we are doing today. All right, so here we go. White light, breathing 3 breaths in of white light like a tornado, allowing it to be, thank you, Melissa. Melissa just contacted me to let me know that we are live. And she can see me. Yay, yay. Thank you. So breathing that white light in, letting it all go, moving into your center. And again, make sure that you find that place in your body that feels safe to be in. It doesn't matter if it's your shoulder, your hand, your foot, your knee, maybe your belly button, maybe it's your chest, maybe it's your throat chakra or your chin or your ears. Find a place that feels like you can focus on, that feels safe to you. Good. Now let's pull that royal blue light in, the consciousness of God. That's the color that's associated with Archangel Michael, that royal blue with the golden sword. So just imagine that powerful energy of the all-knowing creator that has created everything. Consciousness of God, very powerful. Giving permission for it to be at least 1,500 feet in your field, out as far as 7,000, depending on how big your frequency is. And no worries, the divine knows exactly what you can handle. So let's pull that in and allow it to be like a massive waterfall that you're under, and just running that royal blue light through all of your chakras. Remember, you have 17, in the system that I work in, there's 18 levels of soul connected to the human body. So the 18th level we never play with. That's your oversoul. That's the program for this lifetime. So, but the other 17 levels have to do with your first 6 chakra physical, next 6 chakra astral, the next 6 chakra in the causal plane. So allow all those parts to be showered with this consciousness of God energy of royal blue light running through you, through your bones, through your body. Let all your cells receive this gift. Just give permission to the divine to give this to you. And say, I allow this and I accept this in my body, in my mind, in my heart, and in my energy field. Good. One more breath of that. Okay, and today, because we've done all this 3 days of forgiveness work, which is a bit like the classes that I teach. So we got an hour almost each day of that work. And because you've done that work and you've been following along, they're saying, let's just pull in all this beautiful yellow light, the entire spectrum of the yellow light, let it go where it needs to go throughout your body and throughout all of your chakras, connecting all of your chakras together. Any place that needs the balance and harmony of that third chakra energy of acceptance, of surrender, of peace, let that just come through you, and let that third chakra connect to your first, to your second. Take a breath in. Let that third chakra connect to your heart chakra, your third, fourth, fifth chakra, your throat, sixth chakra, your brown, your crown, and all the way up to 17. Just make this beautiful link of you being balanced in your energy field, in a place of release of judgment, as much as you can. We all move in there. Our minds still go that way. And you just keep, you be in charge of your mind. And just forgive yourself in the moment. Forgive others in the moment when they've made an error with you. Okay. Good. Now, all of us have done a lot of hard work. We need a little bit of nurturing. So in order to find your warrior self, you also have to love yourself. So the pink light that's connected to the heart chakra, and some people love to use pink quartz and other pink stones to support their heart chakra, to support love, to support nurturing energy. So let's bring that in, as many colors in that spectrum, from very, very light icy pink to deep, beautiful dark rose. Just allow those colors in to nurture you, to love you, to support you, especially the first 7, 8 chakras that are so connected to your embodiment, that need that conscious love and support. And just allow it to soften your field. Let your muscles relax, soften, accept nurturing, loving energy from the divine. You are a divine being. Accept that. Accept the love, and just say, I allow and I accept the divine's gift of nurturing, loving energy in my field, in my heart, in my mind, and in my physical body. Good. And it might even put a smile on your face, like it's doing mine, because it feels so yummy. That's the gift of opening up your heart, letting go of the karmas, doing your forgiveness. It opens up the channels to receiving, like tenfold, 100-fold, 1,000-fold as you move along. It's amazing. So just sit in that like a bathtub of just warm, loving, delicious, bubbly energy that's making you feel soft, nurtured, healing. Good job. Okay. Now, throat chakra energy. So yesterday we did our first throat chakra clearing for forgiving yourself for misusing your throat chakra, to either judge or condemn yourself, others, or God. It's a process that's super helpful. So right now they're showing me all these beautiful throat chakra colors to bring more clearing, more healing. So the first they're showing me right now is aqua. So allow that color of that light turquoisey blue aqua color to move into your field. About 2,500 feet around you, minimum of 1,200. Give permission for your angels to come into play here. Let them support all these colors that need to be in your field. All of you have hundreds or thousands of angels. Thank them all for supporting you. Thank your guides for supporting you. Pull in your higher self. Let's allow all the parts of us, everything that we're connected to that is love and light, to support you right now. Okay, bring that throat chakra energy in, that aqua. Allow yourself to forgive yourself for having misused your throat chakra today, yesterday, the day before, last year, last lifetime, multiple lifetimes. Just allow it all to be cleansed and cleared. And I forgive myself for not having used my throat chakra properly. I've made that mistake many, many, many times. I'm not perfect. Oh my gosh. I've gotten angry. I've judged. Now I'm not condemned people this lifetime, nor cursed them this lifetime, but in other lives, yes. I've had to clean all that up. All right, now let's do kind of a darker aqua next, a different shade of it. Like a little bit deeper toward turquoise, but not quite. Let that run around your throat chakra. And give permission now for these colors to start connecting to your first, second, third, fourth, and all the upper chakras, so that your throat chakra, which speaks love, truth, empowerment, wisdom, can connect with your higher self, so that energy of that conscious knowing of your higher self can move into this physical realm with you, so that you use your throat chakra with wisdom and with love. All right. Bringing in lots of turquoise, clearing any breaks in the throat chakra that need healing. Give your angels permission to support that. Now what they want us to do next, which is very important, is to connect our heart and our heart chakra energy, which expresses love and connection. They want all the colors of the heart chakra to connect, and the heart chakra itself to connect to the fifth chakra, the throat chakra, so that when you communicate, you're using your higher self's wisdom and empowerment, but you're also listening to your heart, allowing it to speak with love into your throat chakra, allowing both sets of energy to move and merge into this throat chakra, so that you, when you find that warrior self, it can speak with power from the heart. Okay, let's bring that in and connect it all up. And remember that there are two colors that are important for the heart chakra ultimately when you get it all healed. Is not only emerald green and all the colors under it, but the lime green, which is the fifth dimensional heart chakra color. So bring that all in, connecting it up. Connecting to your lower and upper chakras in just one continuous energy flow, like a waterfall. Waterfall is a really good image to use, because that's what we're doing here. Pulling everything together and allowing the colors to merge with one another, and all the chakras to merge with one another. Okay, what other colors are next? Okay, so my guides are saying now it's time for sky blue, which is when the throat chakra is balanced. So let's let that forgiveness of having misused the throat chakra, the healed throat chakra, to now move into balance with that beautiful sky blue color. A friend of mine gave me this bracelet, and I love this. It's kind of a sky blue color, Larimar, and it's absolutely lovely, and it feels good. So just find colors that work for you, stones that work for you, that support you. Good. That's great. Whisking that blue around your throat, expanding that throat chakra, allowing it as healed to be connected to your first, to your root, to the second that expresses joy, to the third that does acceptance and sweet surrender and releases judgment, to the fourth chakra which speaks through your heart, connecting to the wisdom of your sixth, seventh, and upper chakras and higher self. Wow, wonderful. Now let's just allow, they're showing me this beautiful sparkling gold light being put around everybody's throat chakra that's listening. Whether it's live or whether you're doing a replay, just know that these energies, as you're playing with us, will come into your body, come into your energy field, and just allow it. Expand yourself. Okay, are there any other colors we need? Oh yeah. Of course, violet spectrum of love and light. So that's God's love and support for us in the body, because we need that. It's the physical support, the emotional support, the mental support, the financial, the relationship support. That entire spectrum, from light lavender to deep violet and all the colors in between. Actually, that beautiful orchid in the background here is has some of those colors. Beautiful lilacs to deeper violet. Good. So you guys are all ready now. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we need to connect with your higher self. And what we want to do is we want to have the understanding that there is you here in the body. And there's many layers of us. As I said, there are 18 layers connected to the embodiment of different levels of essence of who we are. Now, what we also want to do, because we're moving up into this ascension energy, fifth dimensional frequency, we have other parts of us that may need to come with us. There are, like, for instance, a couple of years ago, not a couple of years, quite a few years ago, I was very sensitive to the fact that I was like connected to this whale in the Indian Ocean, and I kept seeing it, feeling it. I'm like, what is this? Then I was shown that it was an aspect of myself. I know that sounds bizarre. And at first I was shocked. I was like, what? I might have been that in other lives, but I didn't think it was connected to this lifetime. But apparently it was. It was a part of me that was living in the Indian Ocean. Now that part of me has since died about 3 years ago, left, and actually I was feeling quite a bit of the pain because it was ill. And but we do have those parts. So any of you who've got parts of you that might be in different dimensional bodies, or in animal bodies, or in a parallel life that are connected in this third dimension, let's call them all in and let's connect to them and allow them to come and lift with us, because they are lifting up. And let's bring all of those parts in, and all the parts of yourself. So let's take a minute and just take a deep breath and give permission for all the parts of you that will support your ascension process into 5D, allowing that all to move together into this consciousness. Okay? Now, let's talk about what it is that keeps you from connecting to your warrior self. I've talked to a few people about this, and for most of them, it is being afraid. Being afraid to own who they are, feeling that it's not safe to be who they are. And sometimes it isn't totally safe, but nevertheless, if we allow that part of us that's afraid to not move forward, then you don't get to be who you are. So sometimes we have to make the decision to move out of relationships, or even temporarily move out of a relationship, until you find your footing, until you find your strength. And for some people, it's not an external energy that is keeping them from their warrior self. It's an internal energy. So my suggestion is, as we pulled all of these frequencies of love and light around and through us, when you do this, it's a wonderful time to sit down with a journal. Or if you like to journal on your computer or your, what do they call them? Not just laptops, like pads. That's what the computer pads. Anyway, however you like to write or talk into those things, it would be good for you to make a list of what all the reasons are within you that keep you from stepping into your bigger self. We all have those parts that want to hold us back instead of allowing us to move into our full power and full expression of who we are. I had a lot of those parts. And I think most people do. And the people that have come to see me, most of them have had a number of past lives, some of them hundreds and some of them thousands, lives in which who they were destroyed for one reason or another. Mostly because they saw life in a different way. They saw humanity in a different way. They were nonconformists. Or they were holding spiritual truth and love and light for everyone. And that spiritual truth, love, and light was not accepted in that community because it didn't fit whatever the little box was that people were living in. So it's important to get all of those reasons down and to have compassion for yourself. So write that list. Get clear on what is it that is keeping me from allowing my bigger self, my warrior self, to step into my body, to step into the world. Now, one of the ways that we know our body signals that we're not okay doing that is on the right side of our body, from the shoulders on down, it's connection to the world. So if you are having shoulder, arm issues, elbow issues on the right side of your body, it means that reaching out into the world doesn't feel very safe. Sometimes it's our right leg. Maybe our hip isn't quite working right, or our knees or our ankles. Because moving forward into the world, being that full expression of who we are, doesn't feel safe. There are things that are unhealed. So it's important to pay attention to the messenger of our body, that there are issues that may need healing. So if you're noticing that on the right side of your body, that when you've written your list of what makes you feel afraid, start forgiving. Forgiving those that might have hurt you, that have made you feel afraid this lifetime, where you're pulling back and saying, no, no, no. I remember how it felt to step out. I got tortured, I got hurt, I got betrayed, I got killed, I got murdered in some other way. I mean, it happens. So it's very important to forgive others for having done that, to make us feel afraid. And like me, sometimes when it was pretty awful, I also got angry with God. I think we talked about that before. So my warrior self had to clear the issue with God as well. That, why did you allow this to happen to me when I was trying to be my best self for you? For the light and the love that lives within me, for the light and the love that is God. So, make those lists, get clear on that. And then sometimes we have to forgive ourselves for the times that we are so afraid to stand up for our truth, that we capitulate, we give up our head to other people, to other situations where we don't allow ourselves to move into our fullest. So instead of just judging yourself and being hard on yourself, love that part of you and forgive it for being so afraid. And take a look at what needs healing to address that, so that you can then move that energy out of the way and step one more step forward into your bigger self with less fear. And let me tell you, for me, because of all the number of lifetimes I've had to clear, that I've come into this body to clear, there was over 3,000 of them that I had to bring into balance. There were lots of lifetimes that terrified me. And in this lifetime, standing up to people that were in my family who didn't believe that my way of life was okay, me being a vegetarian, oh my God, I got so much flack from family members for years about it. Raising my children vegetarian, oh my God, they're not going to be okay. There were people in my family who said it was criminal that when I was pregnant that I was vegetarian because my children were going to be retarded. They're not going to be okay. Well, it was from their ignorance that they were speaking. And oh my gosh, I had to really pull myself in and hold myself strong and stand up to them and say, this is what I believe. I don't believe in killing animals for food. There's plenty in the world for me to eat. There are communities all over the world that are vegetarian and survive beautifully. And I'm not asking you or asking somebody else to do what I'm doing. I'm just asking you to respect my path. People were threatened by my spirituality because I was raised Christian, and oh my God, to this day, I love Jesus. I love his words. There's so much power and truth in it. But I also have done the studies of religions and know that they're in the sacred text of other religions. There is power and truth. And the same vein of truth and love runs through all of them. Let's open our minds and our hearts that great beings have come into different parts of the world, and the only reason why the religions are a little different is because it has to do with the customs in which the great beings who were awake like Jesus that came to teach. The customs are what part of what that tradition is, but the core is the same. So learning to stand up, even though you're afraid, every time you do it, it makes you stronger. I had so much to stand up to. I had so much betrayal in my life around who I was and what I believed in and what I did for work, and that I could talk to angels. I could see the Akashic Records in people's soul history. That was a threat to a whole lot of people. Let me tell you, I know how to put my warrior boots on, and I tell you, I shook. But I knew I had to keep going forward. I put those boots on, and I said, okay, God, you got to help me through this. Whatever past lives, whatever memories are in the way of me just loving and embracing who I am in this lifetime and allowing myself to speak my truth, thank you for helping me move it out of the way without judgment, with as much love and compassion, not only for myself, but for the people who are so afraid because of their ignorance and their fear that is speaking, and the need to control others. So whether it's at work, because you see something different, or somebody's trying to put you down, look at them with love and forgiveness. Take the higher road. I want to tell you, taking the higher road is always the better road. It will bring you greater peace with yourself and with your universe. It'll help you own your warrior true light. Like you, I had to learn how to listen to my internal compass, my gut. If I didn't feel safe, I had to stop and just take a big breath in. So you stop and take a big breath in. Okay, what is making me feel unsafe? Why am I afraid? What is the real threat in this particular social situation, work situation, hospital situation, interaction with a person in your family? What is the real threat? Get a hold of that, because it may not be as big as what you think it is. It may just be that this is triggering a memory from another lifetime. Now, there are times we have to pay attention to. There are people in our lives that sometimes are not safe. They're bullies. Learning how to stand up to them can be tough. Sometimes addressing it straight on. Sometimes you have to call the police to help you. Sometimes you have to move if you're in a marriage or in a relationship that is abusive. Sometimes you have to say, no more, I'm walking, and walk. And if you need support legally through domestic violence or whatever, you do that. That is part of being a warrior. I had to learn how to do that. I had to learn to stand up to tremendous amounts of anger. And it was scarier than heck. But I put myself in therapy. I did the work on myself. I did the clearing. I did the forgiving. I chose to empower myself. I chose to find my voice. Because not speaking my voice was killing me for many years. I was too afraid to say anything because I would be disapproved of. Finally, the pain of leaving myself in the box to try to fit everybody else's view of what I should be, how I should be, what I should look like, how I should dress, how I should eat. I mean, all of it. It was like this lifetime I came in and I really was beating a different drum. So let yourself beat that different drum. Get in touch. Make a list of what you're afraid of. Tackle that list. Know that your internal compass has truth. And if you're afraid in a moment, love that fear. It's a messenger. Take a look. Okay, what is it? What is the real threat here? Is it a memory, a trigger? Or is there an in-the-moment real threat that I need to be careful of? But regardless, the warrior in you, the part of you that knows, that part of you that is strong, the part of you that can use that Archangel Michael sword energy running through you is available. Okay. All right. So that when you do this work, and you start to talk with your parts of yourself, you'll begin to trust your own inner knowing. Have faith in yourself. So know that it's there and it's possible. So now let's go do a love light language to support you opening the corridors to get in touch with that fearless part of yourself, that part of you that is strong, that knows how to move this stuff out of the way. So let's go do that. I know I'm so wordy. I'm so sorry. It's more like a class. Okay. God's self intact. I'm going to move back so that hopefully you can see my arm movements work. God, I feel like I've got, not sure which way I'm supposed to be going out. Anyway, that's good enough. Okay. Hopefully you guys can see me. There's some interesting shadows and light. We've got sunshine here today, and tomorrow it's going to snow in Seattle. Again, still icy out. All right, we've got all these colors of beautiful energy around us and running through us. And now give permission to your higher self and your embodied self to receive these codes of the love light language transmission. Okay, let's tune in and center. And I have to wait for my higher self and my guides to come in so that we can open the corridor for you, within you, to your own fearlessness, to your warrior self. Oh my, there's this beautiful orange colors of all shades and gold light. Woohoo! And it's all sparkly coming in. I welcome it. You know, before I do the language, just a reminder, those shades of orange moving into your body allow you to have joy. And when you choose to be in connection with your warrior self, you bring more joy in your life. There we go. Let's go for the joy. Let's go for the expansion. Let's go for the expression of who you are. And know that you are wonderful and valuable and strong and bright. And if you need help getting in touch with your warrior self, moving that fearful self, work with a good therapist, an energy worker, somebody who does Akashic Record work. I'm happy to help. I don't know how much longer they're going to keep me in this dimensional reality, because I understand January, February, and March, big ascension things are happening. But while I'm here, I'm happy to help. Okay, here we go. I own the love and the light and the truth of who I am in this body. I give permission to myself to expand into the biggest part of me that I can call in and be in expression. I give permission to the God in me, the Creator in me, Great Spirit, the all-knowing, the all that is. I choose to align with that energy and bring it into my body, bring it into my consciousness, so I can express the beauty and the truth of who I am as a soul in this body. I want to be the expression of whatever gift I am here to share with the world. No matter how small, no matter how big, you do you, fearlessly. That's what's coming. Atakaya so monoko ai te te o so mana o to ati kaya. Ese o tu amana. Ko u aya o tu aya ku. Asai o mono asai ta ta koso amanako. Ata. Eso, aso, atu, etu, atu, otu, atu, etu, otu, atu, etu, otu. Yomono, ata, soa, kaya, mono, asa, pi, o, ata. I rest in the knowing, in the truth, in the power of the love and the light and the sound of the creation that created me. I allow my empowered, beautiful self to move forward in me, through me, out into the world. Fearlessly, accepting that who I am is good enough, that I am worthy and a valuable part of this creation in which I am living. I choose to ascend my embodiment and my consciousness into the realm of love with my brothers and sisters who are holding that beautiful energy. I choose to be a warrior of love and of light in this embodiment. I thank the Creator of all that is for giving me this opportunity and this blessing to do this. As I open my heart and my hands to my brothers and sisters in love, holding everyone's hands, holding each other's hearts, as we move forward with this cosmic wave of love, allowing it to get bigger and bigger, no matter what is going on in the 3D world. Focus on the love that you are, that your brothers and sisters are, and that you want to create in another dimensional reality. Moving out of the darkness and the heaviness of 3D. Moving into greater joy. When I look at whatever this ascension process is, I see this scintillating light around everybody. I have no idea what that's going to be, but whatever it is, it's going to be exciting. Thank you for joining me today. And one thing I want to say is that on today's day 9, I will put in some people that I think are good for you to follow on the internet. One of them is Suzanne Amara, who does this extraordinary cosmic painting work, sacred geometry. And she gets these coded messages, and she is beyond phenomenal. She is an enigma. She is powerful, connected to the cosmos in a way that is unbelievable. So my light language opens things up, but when you look at her artwork of the sacred geometry, it is like, when I look at her stuff, everything, like, things open up. Give yourself permission to start looking at her work. And I'll put a couple of other people down that are safe. And also, just remember, be discerning about who you listen to. I've had to undo some things with some people they've been exposed to on the internet that had some heavy dark energies attached to them. So be careful and be discerning. Listen to your inner gut. Listen to that warrior part of yourself. So much love to all of you. May you have a blessed day. I will see you again tomorrow. I'm not sure what the subject will be. They haven't quite told me yet. But I know that whatever it is, it'll be whatever is appropriate. And I'll try to post that today so that you know what's up tomorrow. But there'll be more love, light language. There'll be more opening of codes. So I'm glad to share the gift that God has given me with you. Namaste and goodbye. Many blessings and many smiles.